Hello, welcome back to my Let's Play Thaumcraft 2015 series. So I'd like to work on the ranch a little bit. There's a machine from Mine Factory Reloaded that will do some ranching tools for us. Specifically, it will get wool from sheep and milk from cows. So I have made some of these rancher machines, as they are called, and the recipe is not too difficult. 10 gears, shears, redstone reception coils, a basic machine frame, plastic sheets, which we use to make the unifier, and plastic pipe, which we haven't seen, but basically it's just 6 plastic sheets laid out like this, and you get 8. I've made 2 ranchers, and the reason I made 2 is because by default, generally the Mine Factory Reloaded machines work in a 5x5 grid in front of the machine. So 2 to the left, 2 to the right, the 1 in front of it, and 5 going forward. So because I want to have different colors of wool, and because the pen will be too small for a 5x5, I think, I went ahead and made the pen 10x5, and that will enable us to use 2 ranchers and make it a little bit better for the animals, I think. So I've also got a couple of hardened portable tanks from thermal expansion, which will hold the milk, and some iron chests we'll use to store the wool until I can think of something better to do with it. So I don't know of any Thaumcraft thing that can do what I'm trying to do here with the wool. I know we could murder the sheep and get wool that way, and Thaumcraft has stuff that will do that, but then when you bred them, you wouldn't be sure what color wool you'd end up with. So I don't know how well that would work for a Thaumcraft thing. So I'm going to use Mine Factory Reloaded instead. And I think there are too many people on the server for me to be able to sleep, so just gonna have to do this in the dark, I guess. Alright, so here is the ranch area I've set up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here is where the rancher goes. The hole in the back is where it outputs stuff, so there's the chest, and shift click to place the tank, and we'll put one over here as well. And there we go. There is our setup for the ranchers. Now, I do not yet have anything set up for the power. I have not decided how I want to do that just yet. But the ranchers do require redstone flux to work. So I'm going to have to figure out how to run redstone flux to them. So I'm going to try making some solar generators from extra utilities. I do not know if that will work because they have a quirk, but I'm going to try that out. So let me see how I want to make the power, and I'll be back to show you that and show you how the ranchers work. Back when I have that. Alright, so I think I figured out what I'm going to do for power. I'm going to make a solar generator from extra utilities. I don't believe it will take much power to run the rancher, so it shouldn't have too much problem just making one of those and letting it run. We're going to need a leadstone energy cell to store the energy it will generate, and some flux ducts to transfer the power. So I'm going to start off making some more leadstone flux ducts. I think 12 is probably more than I'll need, so alright. Got the transfer conduits for power. So, going to make the leadstone energy cell, which requires a frame. Alright. And then we can make the reception coil. Alright, there's the energy cell. And you can actually charge these in an energetic infuser, just like you would anything else. So we'll kickstart the energy flow by charging that in the energetic infuser for now. Then the rest of it, the recharge, will be done by the solar generator. So let's go ahead and make that. Alright, it requires lapis, quartz, a diamond block, a furnace, and some redstone. So it's slightly expensive, not terrible. 9 diamonds is a little bit pricey for a recipe, but not too bad. Alright, that looks good for that. I'll go ahead and get the energy cell. Should be plenty for what we're going to do so far. Alright, so running back out here, what do I need to take care of? Looks like zombies spawned inside here. I better fix that at some point. Alright, so I think I'll probably dig down, say from here, put this on here, put the solar generator on top, and during the daytime it will charge up. At night it will release its power into the energy cell. So that's how the solar generators work by default. Now if you apply a redstone signal, it will dump any energy it has stored into its power, into the cell right away. But we shouldn't need that right now. So let's see here. Need to get under. Alright, so how am I going to do this? Probably will go alright, that looks good for now. Alright, so it is set to output energy, and you can see there is milk in there. It's got energy, it's got some wool, it has sheared some of the sheep. This one looks like it's working as well. No milk in here, but the cows are on the other side, so it's just going to work in its 5x5 area. And it shouldn't have any trouble keeping up with the power needs of this thing. So it's already not doing anything as far as the power. There's plenty charged, and it won't use that much for what it's doing. So there we go. Just put all the dirt back that I dug up. Alright, there we go. So, at night, this power level will change to 0, and it will start generating or transferring the energy that it has stored up. Which, of course, won't happen too often if people keep sleeping through the night, but generally there should be plenty of energy to do this. And, you know what? I'll even put a lever over here in case I need to transfer the power that's in there. That way I'll have an option for doing that whenever people sleep through the night and make it daytime where it's never night. But generally that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let me go make a lever to do that. Maybe make a lever to do that. Inventory tweaks is being interesting. Alright, got that. Need my stick. Alright, there we go. Lever. Going back out there, maybe. Alright, so it's got nearly 100,000 power right now, or 75,000. Flip this switch. It takes a second before it changes modes, or rather 10 seconds actually, but it will dump all its power then because of the redstone signal. So there we go. It will dump all the energy into that cell. And as you can see, it is charging up. So no problem with that. And there's more milk from the cow. The sheep will eventually eat again and get their wool back, and we'll have plenty of wool in here. And I'll probably breed the sheep and get different colors of wool too. And they're getting quite a bit of milk, maybe to have better portable tanks. So I want to upgrade those. But that's how the system is going to work thus far. And I'm going to go think about how I want to do the farm with the chickens. I'm probably going to do it just like we had before, where they're just gathering up material. And I found out that it's Botania. That's the mob that makes them dump their feathers, which is why I don't have to kill them. So if I didn't have Botania, I would need to kill them. But I have that, so that's good. It's also what makes the villagers drop emeralds randomly. So I don't know quite why it does things like that, but it does. So, alright. How's that coming? Yeah, alright. I'll leave that like it is for now. I'm going to go check time. I'll be back in a flash. Alright, so I've noticed that the system has already got a lot of milk in these tanks. This one's full. This one's pretty much full now. So I'm going to upgrade them to the next level of tank. Let's see, what are these? Hardened. So the next level is Resonant tanks. Not sure I need quite that much milk, but you never know. We'll see. We'll go ahead and upgrade them now and see if I need that later. That's my philosophy. So, to get these reinforced portable tank, we need hardened glass. And you get hardened glass in the induction smelter. So first, we need to pulverize obsidian, because we need pulverized obsidian to combine with lead in the induction smelter to get the hardened glass. Once I have that, I can upgrade these tanks. So let's see here. I don't want this to output right now. There we go. So, lead and pulverized obsidian is going to give me hardened glass. Should have enough for 8 pieces here. Alright. See if I can scan that real quick. Alright. Putting the tank here. And there we go, a reinforced portable tank. Alright, there we go. So, now I can go place these back and they'll store lots more milk. They can store 128 buckets in these tanks, so we'll have 256 total. Again, I have no idea if I'll need anywhere near that much milk, but it's nice to have the option just in case. Solar generator is working pretty well. It does better than 100,000 throughout the day. Very little energy being drained from here, but if I want to, I can go ahead and output this buffer into the tank or into the cell, and I'll make sure we can keep up. Alright, we've got plenty more time, so I think I'm going to go work on the rest of the farm, put the Thaumcraft things back up for the chicken ranch, and see if we have time to talk about butcher golems. Alright, I want to make one more thing from Thaumcraft to improve my chicken farm. So, chickens often get stuck in the corners and can lay eggs and feathers through fences, making it difficult for the golems to get items. They go crazy, so I want to make sure the chickens stay away from the edges. And to do that, we're going to use an item from Thaumcraft called the Paving Stone of Warding. So basically, this is supposed to prevent mobs from crossing, so I'm hoping that's what it will actually do. So, hasn't worked so well in the past for me. I'm going to try one new thing I want to experiment with. We'll see how it works this time. So I've made the outline of my pen, and I'm going to use the top layer as this paving stone of warding and see if that works out for what I'm trying to do. So, in a crafting table, or in an arcane workbench, we need arcane stone brick, which is just 4 of the paved stones put together. Sorry, the arcane stone, which we've seen before. fire shard and an order shard, 10 each of Ignis and Ordo, but we've got 79% average V cost? That's where it should be 80. I wonder where that's coming from. That's odd. Alright, well, whatever. So I've already made the others that we need. Oh, I will need my boots or else I can't get my pen. Actually, I'm not sure I'll need that to get in this pen right now, but... And I forgot the bricks that I want, so let me grab those real quick. Alright. So out here, I've made the outline of what I'm going to do for the pen. Do I have my shovel? Alright. So, got bricks on the end here. Now, I'm not sure if I'll have to add another layer on top of this or not. Guess we'll find out. But my plan is to make these 28 blocks out of the paving stones of warding, and we'll see if that gets me the results I'm looking for. And I'm hoping that it does. I have always tried to put them in the ground before like this, and they end up getting pushed across. So, it's not been working out so well. Alright. Now, it won't stop players from crossing, just mobs and golems. So let's go move our chickens and see if they're able to cross the pen or not. It looks like he's being warded. That's what I'm looking for, basically. I hope. I guess I'll find out soon. So we'll breed more chickens and see if they can get out. But it looks like it's keeping them in right now, which is just what I want it to do. So that's hopefully the idea. So I've already repurposed the golem that was collecting feathers, so I need to go get another one of those. And definitely want to make something to breed the chickens from Thaumcraft. So we'll need to do that as well. Let me check time. We won't have time for that this episode. I'll get to that next episode. I'm going to go update this, get the golems back in place, and finish the farm. Looks like a good wrapping up point for this episode. I'll catch you next time, and I'll let you know if the chickens can get out, or if the eggs aren't working, or whatever's going on. But it should be good like this. Alright, catch you next time.